I'm Dr. Lawrence Tam from Drive Your Practice and co-founder of the Wellness Guys show and the Wellness Couch, also the Inside Champions Mind podcast. Today, I'm actually shooting this video for a friend, Dr. Jeffrey, Evidence Based Chiropractor. That's the evidencebasedchiropractor.com. I hope this video serves you well. He has asked me 4 questions, and I'd like to answer these 4 questions to help someone who's watching this now. So the 4 questions. Number 1 is what is the most common block holding chiropractors back from dynamic growth? Well, I think the one thing that holds the chiropractor from dynamic growth is actually the chiropractor themselves. Oftentimes I find that most chiropractors I speak to, no matter where you are in the world, the key part that holds them back is actually their headspace within themselves. But more importantly is the key objective. I think what actually holds them back is that their objective isn't clear. So which means that they actually have no idea why they're pursuing a particular goal. So which means that when their objective is not clear, the strategy and the tactics you utilize is actually irrelevant. Being very clear on what you want and why you want it, that's the question you need to answer yourself, and stop comparing yourself to everybody else and really just focus on what you want. What do you want and why do you want it? Answer those 2 questions, and that's going to serve you well by focusing in on your objective, and then we can build strategies and tactics to make sure you get the objective that you actually want. Question number 2 was, what can the chiropractor literally do today to start driving your practice forward? Well, I think number 1 is, actually the best advice I can probably give you to is from a friend who is a former Navy SEAL sniper. His name is Randy Kelly. He says the Navy SEALs motto is shoot, move, and communicate. Number 1 is shoot, which means it's about execution, which is about really going after it and actually execute on the strategy and the tactics you set out for yourself once you're clear on the objective, which is from number 1, because now you have to be able to really execute on that strategy. That's what most people forget to do or don't do. Number 2, in order to get really move your practice forward, is the movement. Is to adapt to this world, adapt to the 2017 world. Stop waiting to start executing strategies and tactics that were a couple of years old. You need to be present to today's world. What works today, what marketing works today, the communication, that has to be present, which means you have to learn to adapt, just like the advice that we give to our patients. Number 3, which is shoot, move, and communicate, right? The communicate part is learn how to communicate. Learn how to talk to your patients. And every patient is different. Every client you talk to is different, and every joint venture person you talk to is different. So you need to learn how to communicate the big idea from here and all the evidence that Dr. Jeff has provided for you, and be able to communicate that to your respective patients. If you don't know how to communicate that, the fault is not on the client or not on the patients for them not understanding. It's your job and your responsibility to communicate that properly. If they don't get it, you need to try a different way. Number 3, what is the best piece of advice you now know that you would share with yourself 10 years ago? Well, my former self 10 years ago, I think I would have 2 advice. Number 1, I would say to myself is always remember to reset your goals. I would, funny thing that happened to me is that I achieved all my lifetime goal within 3.5 years, and I was stuck. And that's a problem. I know it doesn't seem like a problem for most people, but when you achieved your goals really early on, what happens then? I was lost for about 5 to 7 years, and I was just searching, and I didn't reset my goals. I should have reset my goals a lot earlier, so that I constantly pursuing something bigger than myself. And then it comes to the second point. The second advice I would give to myself was, number 1 is being very clear that I need to learn to believe in myself. There's a sign here, Believe in You, by my friend Phil McKernan, who sent me this gift to remind me to believe in myself. I need to learn to believe in myself before anybody learns to believe in me. And the headspace, like I said, the one most thing that holds most people back, forget about your chiropractors, is themselves. And so therefore, if you learn to believe in yourself, my advice to you says, trust in yourself, believe that you're meant for more, believe that you have a legacy to lead, believe that you matter in this world. I think all of us do matter. And when you can get to that space, when you can learn that your advice, your knowledge, and your living in this world matters to someone in this world, then all of a sudden it changes the game and changes the mindset, and also changes your ability to deliver on the success, and you don't worry so much about failure. Question number 4, in your experience, what is the best secret strategy a chiropractor can use to develop your audience? The secret strategy I would give you right now would be, in 2017, is this. Is that you need to become the expert, the authority in your marketplace. And you need to stand for something. You need to do everything possible to get your voice heard by utilizing all the technology that's free, available to you on the phone, on your computer, all on the social media, that is absolutely free to get your message out there, not to push your message, but to really get your message so that people who like you, who know you, who like you, who like what you actually have to stand for, will be attracted to you. Know and trust and like you is what's going to build the practice. And basically, when you become an authority and you become a voice and people can see you, they trust you. And when you can trust, and when they learn to trust you, they will build an audience. You build your tribe. That is the secret sauce of building any practice. You have to stand for something. You have to be willing to stand up in your community to say, I am the expert. I know this better than anybody else, and here's my point of difference. That in itself is the secret sauce to for a chiropractor, and the best strategy you can do in today's world in 2017 to build an audience and your business. I'm Dr. Lawrence Tam from Drive Your Practice. And I hope that this video and the things I talked about in this video has helped you and served you in some way. Go out there and know that you matter. Take care.